Well, good morning, everybody. This is me sitting in my Zoe. It's been a long time since I've sat in the seat, probably almost 6 weeks. It's just been fixed at the repair centre. Uh, it's on, it's got 22 miles of range. Everything looks very, very good. I need to go, of course, and charge it before I get to work. But I'll tell you a bit more later when I've got a minute. So, yeah, it's nice to be back in the Zoe, and they've got a nice wash as well, which is great. Well, hello again. I've just had my first day back at work, and I've picked up the Zoe, so it's been really nice to be back here. I'm just doing a quick charge on the way back at the Applegreen service at Templepatrick. I see since I came back from holiday that this charger now requires the RFID card, and I'm just seeing if it is still restricted to 15 minutes of 43 or kilowatts. So at the moment I've been charging for 13 minutes. I'm looking at the clock here. We'll see what happens in 2 minutes, whether it will automatically switch off. It's not a big deal, of course, because it charges very fast. I came in here about less than 13 minutes ago with about 40% charge, and I'm up at 84. It's been really nice to have the car back. The state of health of the battery has increased, as many of you told me it would. I was way down in the low 80s, but now it's back up to 90%, so that is interesting. I find out that the damage caused to my car is about £3,500. A lot more work needed to be done under the bonnet. Lots of the bulbs were smashed by the impact. So although looking after the accident, there didn't appear to be much physical damage. Number plate was damaged, a lot of detail. Thankfully I'm not liable, so bad news for the insurance company, because it's about £3,500. I'm beginning to try the process of claiming back the 120 odd quid that I spent in fuel over the last 3 weeks, which is pretty bad. Quite sickening. The first time I put 30 quid of petrol into a car. It's the first time I've been in a filling station filling a car for about 2 years. So yeah, I started the process. There may be difficulties with the process because the guy at the insurance company didn't really want to accept proof that I suffered loss. And if you consider that I was putting in a month's worth of electricity every week in petrol, then it's hard to explain. So I've asked him to escalate the issue up to his line manager. I've been on holiday for the last few weeks, so I was abroad, so I didn't want to be dealing with all of that while I was abroad. I'm now beginning, hopefully, a straightforward claim for the petrol that I had to pay, and also for 26 days battery rental, which I also pay. So we will see if this will be successful. It could be a John Dice situation, but now that I'm back home, access to lots of my digital records, I'm going to start the process of trying to get the money back. So I'll let you know how that goes. 90%. It's almost end of August. I've got to make decisions about whether I keep this car. The 2-year PCP ends in December. Like many of you, I'm waiting to see what happens in the I believe it's the October, is it the Paris road show or whatever it's called, hopefully Renault will announce a battery upgrade, and that could be an interesting addition. So like many people, I'm waiting to see what happens. Now the good news is that it seems to be the case that yes, it looks like the 15 minutes timeout has been removed, so that's good. So there you go. So if you're in Templepatrick at the Applegreen northbound services, then good news is you'll get more than 15 minutes. Bad news is you need to pull out your RFID card. So I'll keep you updated what happens with the insurance claim. I'm more interested in seeing what happens, although I do want the money, of course. So we'll see what happens. But yeah, it's nice to be back, and nice to be back driving the Zoe. More later. Bye. Well, hello everyone, and it's been a bit of a choppy experience with videos. I just haven't had the time to give you an update, but a few things. The Monday trip, bank holiday Monday trip to Omagh, went off very well. Got to Cookstown charged in the place I had my BCI error, and that was fine. When I got to the Omagh American Folk Park, Ulster American Folk Park, the charger was down, but I knew that. The fast charger at the Mellon Hotel, which is down the road, it does work, but unfortunately the hotel seems to be closed, and there's a chain on gates, and I think some people have I know that some people have actually driven over the curb and gone into the car park and charged there. I deliberately charged up in Cookstown so that I wouldn't have to depend on that, and that was probably a wise thing. I had a great day at the Folk Park. Haven't been there since primary 4, so I was taking my kids there. Good news also on the insurance front. I got news back saying that the insurer is prepared to pay all of my costs during the time that the car was being repaired. So there's about 130 quid, a few train tickets, and most of that was petrol while I drove the courtesy car for 3 weeks, and that turned out to be good. In the end, I decided to waive the battery rental because I thought, well, battery rental is something that I'm paying for anyway, and I think I didn't really have the energy to kind of fight for that as well. So I'm happy enough that I'm literally no worse off, although the money hasn't come to me yet. Another strange thing happened last week. I was getting into the car and I was thinking about the posts that Jan and Peter have done, and I was thinking to myself, I wonder why I haven't got any updates yet for my battery key card, because normally I remember watching Jan's and Peter's video quite a long time ago, and my car is coming up to almost 2 years, and I was just literally thinking all that in my head silently, and the moment I get into my car, lo and behold, I stick in the car key and the message comes up. So I thought, right, there we go, the key card battery needs to be replaced. Went into Halfords, got them, had to buy 4, and thought to myself, what a waste of money, but got the battery put into the key card, and I thought to myself, what am I ever going to do with these particular kind of batteries? But another completely side issue, I decided to start a bit of a new health regime, lose a bit of weight and get a bit more exercise, and to do that I needed to buy bathroom scales and also kitchen scales. So lo and behold, I went into Argos, bought both. So I think the lady at the counter must have seen a theme going on there, kitchen scales and bathroom scales, and when I looked at them, the battery that is required for both is exactly the same as my key card. So my 3 extra batteries will be able to be used for other purposes, so that's good news. Driving's been very normal, back to work, range is really good. State of health has gone up to 90 and it dropped again to 86, so it fluctuates a bit. I'm getting easily 80 miles. I'm experimenting with driving a little bit more slowly these days, and you can really squeeze out 80, and that's 80 on a battery of almost 2 years and almost 34,000 miles. One slight advantage is I will be definitely going over my 17,000 miles a year 2-year PCP arrangement, but one slight advantage of having the car off the road for 6 weeks was that I will go over, but it won't be too bad. I estimate probably about 2,000 miles by the end of the year. So if they do charge me for that, that will be 100 quid because it's 5p a mile. Everything, I guess, it hangs on the Paris Roadshow and see what's happening. And I know that by the beginning of October, I need to think about what are my options. But I certainly would like to still be driving an electric vehicle this time next year. more to be discussed about that. So anyway, thanks for watching. Sorry for the bit of a, it's been a bit of a mixture of stories. I'll splurge it all together and give you a bit of an update, and it's encouraging to meet a few people who've actually watched the videos in the past, so thank you. And I do apologise again for the bit of the miscellaneous nature of this video, but promise more will come soon when I can think of a new trip. I haven't been much to the west of Northern Ireland, so I want to grab maybe a weekend and scoot down there and do something new. Alright, thanks for watching and see you soon.